Hey there, Aquarius. Thank you for joining me here at 11:15. I appreciate your time. Let's get right into it here. What do we have for Aquarius this week? Don't mind the background noise. There seems to be something of a windstorm happening right now. What do we have for Aquarius this week? All right. At the split, we've got negative self-talk, releasing pain, forgiveness, optimism, recovery, and moving on. And confusion, brutality, chaos, inner clarity, rethinking an idea, clouded judgment. Yeah, it definitely sounds like a seems something rather large just fell outside. Not sure if that was maybe a tree falling on something or what the heck. This storm's a little crazy. Let's see. This has been all night. Like 20 some odd cards falling for everything. All right. Thank you. Schizophrenia. Interesting. Yeah, it seems like you're really going through it right now. You know, and that card is not meant to be a diagnostic tool. You know, it's just the going back and forth between the negative and the positive, and just it can drive a person nuts. Not literally, but you know, we've got the negative on the right and the positive on the left with the yellow there. Yeah, it's a difficult space to be in for sure. Anything further for Aquarius this week? Anything further for Aquarius this week? I don't think so from this deck, but maybe? Okay. Completion and patience in reverse. So you want to get out of this headspace. Because why wouldn't you? Really? Why would you not want to get out of this headspace? It's uncomfortable. And, you know, it can feel like there's no real answer. There's no concrete action that you can take to move yourself forward. Do you have anything else for Aquarius? Anything further? Aloneness. Yeah, this is really unfortunate. For whomever does resonate with this, I've been there, done that, you know, frequently. I'm sorry to hear that someone else is going through this, for sure. Fighting in reverse. I'm sure sometimes you feel like, why even fight this anymore? Anything further for Aquarius? Anything further for Aquarius? I don't get the vibe that you're like awareness. Yeah, I don't get the vibe that you're like feeling suicidal or um anything of that nature. But you know, with that awareness card, additionally, you know, you're aware that you are a soul inside of a body, that it's, you know, the brain portion is just giving you a run for your money right now. You see this card? That's what it says to me. Like, you're this amazing soul inside this body that's just not being cooperative, you know? You know, this too shall pass, for sure. For sure, as everything does. And you know, if you're feeling alone, you know, for certain, there's at least one friend or one family member who you would feel comfortable, you know, just spending more time with. I mean, you don't even have to necessarily talk to them about, you know, whatever your concerns are. You don't necessarily have to share that. You know, you can just spend time with them. And you can gauge it from there. You know, did that make me feel better? Did that make me feel worse? You know, if it made you feel worse, don't spend time with that person again. But if it did make you feel any better, you know, definitely look into doing that more often, for sure. You know, and the patience in reverse, you know, everything happens in its due time. You know, everything goes by divine timing, and it can seem like it's taking an absolute lifetime to come full circle. You know, but if you're having this negative self-talk stuff and just all this negative headspace, like, please take the initiative for yourself to, you know, do what you can to help yourself. You know, there's meditation and journaling and, you know, watching your sleep schedule and your eating and, you know, making sure you're staying away from the bleached flour and, you know, all the stuff. You know what to stay away from. You know the things that are good for you. Sometimes we can just fall off of that due to stress, due to lack of time. Sometimes due to absolute lack of concern. Just because, you know, depression and negative self-talk, it can really put you in a headspace where you're like, you know what, I just don't care about this person that I am. And that sounds a bit much, but you know, when it comes down to it, stay hydrated and get sun and vitamin B12. But you know, it can be pretty easy for some of us to slip into that headspace, and we might not even realize it. Sorry. Oh, had the glug. All right. Have anything further for Aquarius? Decay, rotten, stagnation. Yeah, there was mention of stagnancy here. Maybe it was just implied. I think I presumed the stagnancy. Not necessarily. I was looking for a confirmation on the board here, and I do not have one. But I mean, anybody could take a glance at these cards and just presume that the person for whom the reading is for is probably feeling pretty stagnant. Prophecy, messenger, bad news. Interesting. I get more information about this bad news. Thank you. Fanciful, curious, independent. Bad news being independence, I would suppose, is a breakup or any separation that would cause you to suddenly be independent, perhaps against your will. Perhaps that's why for this, aloneness was mentioned earlier. And again, per usual, picking up on extreme exhaustion. It's funny, like, I went to bed last night after my readings were done, and I've noticed I'm picking up on exhaustion for everyone. And, after I got in bed, I didn't yawn once. So, I don't want to hear anybody accusing me of being tired, because I'm not. It's all y'all. Do I have anything further for Aquarius? Anything further? New chapter, development, unfinished business. Funny thing about unfinished business. Can we take into consideration that it's as finished as it's meant to be? Because that may be something for you to consider. It may feel unfinished. Maybe it went as far as it was supposed to go. Just a possibility. Got two more here for you. Future predictions, divination. Yeah, you could be watching a bit of the readings. Contract, promise, commitment. Perhaps you were married to this person, or maybe, it was just a long-term relationship. I'm not getting necessarily big married vibes or big divorce, or if there was a divorce, maybe it was a while back and you're just now, perhaps getting to the tail end of the real processing, but I don't believe that's so. I think you were expecting to marry someone. Do I have anything further for Aquarius? Okay, let's... Anything further for Aquarius? But not that far, please. Anything further for Aquarius? One or two? One or two more for Aquarius, please? Thank you. Tormented, fear, shadow self. Yeah, looks like you're definitely dealing with a loss here for sure. You know, just the mention that there was shadow self mentioned. You know, we're talking earlier about, you know, working on the negative self-talk and whatnot, and everything that surrounds that. You know, might not hurt to look into doing the shadow work. If you're not familiar with the term, the Google's gotcha. Lots of resources out there. Excuse me. Yeah, it looks like you've got some work to do here, Aquarius, for sure. The good thing is, the absolutely great thing is if you realize that you are your problem in any situation, the great news about that is you are the problem. Therefore, you can take steps to correct the problem. Because the only person that we can control is ourselves. So, if you are the problem, you can take action today to fix it. Now, if the problem was another person, you're kind of screwed. It really depends on how much they truly believe that they're the problem and how much effort they want to put into no longer being that problem. So therein lies the gift of being the whole problem. Well, Aquarius, I think I'm going to leave you with that. Just a reminder, Thursday is your day. Come back again next week. See me. We'll have another weekly reading for you. In the meantime, take care.